And the first one at the line is good. Boozer hits them both. Here is Collison. It's stolen by Rose. And they're moving it up. Gives him the lead pass. Thomas. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Thomas got his first bucket of the night. Stolen by Thomas.
So now that's twice we've seen the offense collapse. That's back-to-back empty trips because of turnover.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem because now all of a sudden you start turning the ball over, you lose all offensive rhythm and flow.
Here's Collison. And they push in right away with the quick shot. Here is Rose. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Got that bucket in no time at all. Boozer's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, we know he can run hot or cold, but I like the way he's playing today.
And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Thomas. And that's 13 points for Rose. Timeout called the Pacers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, I got away from them there at the end, but the fact that they kept it as close as they did for as long as they did says a little something about the effort they put forth.
Yeah, Steve, I hear you on that. They wanted this one, and I don't think they're settling and too happy about moral victories here.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Danny Granger is checked in for Paul George. Jones comes in for Brandon Rush. And George Hills subbed in for Darren Collison. Off the inbound pass. And Hibbert with the basket on the assist by McLevers.
Tight spot there to put it in. Perfect pass.
And the Bulls with possession. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. It's stolen by Dang. Here's the break. A pull-up. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Gotta love the execution out there, and it's going to be very tough to beat them if they continue to play like this.
Still a lot of time left, but I agree with you, Steve. I mean, a lead like this won't be easy to erase the way they're playing.
And that one's good. Brewer's got his second basket of the night.
Another fast break hoop. They're just outrunning their opponent here.
You know what, Steve? I think the defense has left themselves vulnerable, and they're learning the hard way that speed definitely kills.
And that steal really triggered the fast break. Nice play.
Hey, you're right, and the break itself may have been even better.
Stolen by Boozer. Fast break. Here we go. Noah. Another one falls for Chicago.
Defensively, you've got to commit a second defender because he's just destroying you right now.
Yeah, one-on-one, he's been a handful.
They need this. And Granger with the basket on the assist by Hill. Granger's got his first points in this one. Here is Brewer. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Over Jones. Another one falls for Chicago. Here is Hill. Stolen by Boozer. And they're on the break. Launches it. And the Bulls, another 3. Here is Hill. Looking for his first bucket of the game. And stolen by Watson. On the wing, Brewer. Jacks up a 3. And the shot is good.
That was all about the assist there. Just a beautiful feed.
And here is Hill. 2-1. Stolen by Noah. And here's the fast break. Fires the 3. Gets it to go. Noah's got 15. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Now here is Hill. He's covered by Watson. Jones kicks to Hill. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. You look at Chicago, best team in the conference, really having a nice season and looking to maintain that through the playoffs. And, of course, the Pacers, more than a few spots below.
Looking at Indiana, you know, they've got to take a step back and just try to pinpoint where things went south for them this season. They're in a tough spot.
But it's so hard to figure that out in the midst of the season, Clark. You got games coming night after night. There's just no time to figure it out. You just have to try to right the ship and get things moving.
Here's Brewer following the score by Indiana. And here's Rose outside. That's good. Rose has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, with the defense recovering into the lane, you've got a wide open shooter at the three-point line.
Pull-up jumper. Again, Chicago.
You know, he's definitely a catalyst for their offense, guys. I mean, he is so talented. He really causes problems for the other team's defense.
Here's Hibbert. The shot no good. Great defense that time from Noah. Here's Brewer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 9th assist in the game now. Brewer with the steal. And here they come. Rose dishes to Brewer. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That's not a defensive matchup that's going to work out too often. I mean, it's hard to give up that much size.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient, work the ball. Shot.
Collison kicks to Hibbert. He's working on Boozer. Knocked loose. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month? Number 1, the Bulls. And 3rd, the Pacers.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, both teams want their scoring to stay this high all year. That means keeping the pedal to the metal.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Jeff Foster's checked in for Hibbert. Posey comes in for Josh McRoberts. And it's Jones in for Brandon Rush. Kurt Thomas, he's checked in for Chicago. Bang comes in for Rasul Butler. Brewer, good.
Look how well he led him there with that pass.
Here's Collison. 24 seconds left now here in the second.
Oh, you hate to blame anybody, but he's got so many turnovers tonight. That's really why his team's losing.
Here's Jones. Tipped away. Brewer working against George. Brewer passes to Thomas. Shoots a fader, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
He's not their first option, but not a bad fallback either.
It could go. Got it off in time, but it's no good. So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one-sided.
Nothing can beat the NBA on a... Detroit with a loss to the Hawks at Phillips Arena.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Here's Collison. So with Boozer on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Taj Gibson. Bogans is out there with Watson. Then there's Thomas. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Stolen by Bogans. Here's the break. Pulls up. That's good. Gibson's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Bulls. Stolen by Thomas. And he slams it in one-handed.
Boy, I like that finish. Perfect for that possession.
Yep, a simple one-hand jam.
That's the way to do it, guys.
Outside Collison. From the baseline.
Hey, Kevin, well, our spark of the game goes to the Bulls for that major surge. From the opening tip, they jumped out in this one and took control and have managed their lead ever since. Their play on both ends has been up to the task, and if they keep it up, should come out with a win in this one, guys.
Morris, thanks. That run, Clark, really propelled them.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, it got their confidence up and gave them the kind of swagger you like to see in the team.
Yeah, gave them the edge for sure, because look at the opponent. I mean, they are kind of down on themselves right now. The body language, not where it needs to be.
So with Boozer on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Pargo. Thomas is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Bogans, and it's Butler in the small forward.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Here's Pargo. It's tipped.
The turnovers have upticked for them. They can't afford to let their concentration lapse here.
And the basket by Jones. Here is Bogans. Defended by Jones. Fades. That one goes. Count it.
You know, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin. I mean, he may be able to use that to his advantage, sneak up on some folks.
And they're moving it up. He gathers. Shot's good by Gibson.
That's why you push the ball. You score before the defense has a chance to set up.
Exactly. They had the defense on its heels that time. This is not the time to be cracking and breaking down. He's had 3 turnovers just in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they still have time here, but he's got to get his game together.
And here comes the break. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Knocking down shots, really playing well here in the 4th.
You know, I call it playing through the finish line, not running to it, playing through it, and that's what they're doing, right to the final buzzer.
Solo break. Jacks up a 3. Shot's good by Butler.
That's how it works. Your defense feeds into the offense.
Yeah, you know, excellent work, I thought. Solid work on both ends in that particular sequence.
And here's the fast break. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
This has been an offensive explosion, guys. They are on fire.
How about a volcanic eruption, a flash fire? And defensively, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. They just hope that they cool off at some point.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
I know you agree with that, Steve.
No, totally. You got to play with control and composure, Kevin.
He kicks it to George. Shot to stop the run. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
They were